Have you ever felt the anxiety of being asked to a dinner? If you have, then you know your response would be, what could I bring? Normally, the host says, yourself or a dessert. Many people expect you to bring the basic cookie or a store-bought cake, but today I'm going to show you how to make a cheesecake. You can do this in 3 simple steps. Gather all the materials you need for the cheesecake. Mix the right ingredients together. And lastly, prepare to bake the cheesecake. So today I'm going to show you how to gather all your materials. So all your materials can be found at Right at Home. Today I will be using a KitchenAid mixer, but all you really need is an electric mixer. You can use like a hand one where you hold it like this. You can use the longer stick KitchenAid, anything, but just make sure you use an electric mixer. I have my pan covered in tinfoil for the cheesecake. I have separate little bowls for all my ingredients, and finally a pan for baking. Set yourself up, prep everything you can ahead of time, and organize it into the smallest containers possible. This was said by Jay Kissinger from Things Every Man Should Know About Cooking. So as you see, I have all my ingredients set out in little containers. The first thing I will show you how to make is the cheesecake batter. Since I've shown you how to put everything into little containers, I will show you what ingredients to mix together. So in here, I have 32 ounces of cream cheese. And in all of these, I have the ingredients that I need to add to make my cream cheese batter. The first thing you want to add is sugar and 3 tablespoons of flour and salt. So I'm going to add these. And then I'm going to mix it at a medium speed for about a minute until it's nicely blended together. Let me plug this in here. And we're off. While that is going, I'm going to show you how to make the graham cracker crust. So here are my crushed graham crackers. All you have to do is add the salt and the sugar, doing that, and the butter. So the butter will give it a nice consistency so that it doesn't break apart, but it also just makes it so that it's not super runny and watery. So here I have this mixed. Now that I see that this has been mixed well together, I'm going to add the lemon zest and the lemon juice that I have here. I'm going to add my vanilla, my eggs, and lastly, my sour cream. So I'm just going to take my spatula here. Also, throughout this entire process, you want to keep scraping the sides so everything is blended. So I added that, and now I'm going to mix it until it's a nice consistency, nice even consistency. It's not going to be too liquidy. It should be liquidy, but not too liquidy. Once that's done, I'm going to stop. Now here's my crust. As you can see, it's still pretty crumbly, but the consistency up close in person, you can see that it's a little bit moist so that you're able to clump it together. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this at the bottom, pat it down for a nice even crust. Right, so I'm going to pat this down. And what you're going to do is you're going to bake this at 375 between 5 to 10 minutes to get a nice little crisp taste. Once you're done, as you can see, it's kind of already dripping. I'll show you what the cheese batter will look like. So here's my batter. Kind of almost looks like pancake batter. So it should always look like that. And what you're going to do now is you're going to dump this on top. But since I will not do that because I have not baked the crumbs yet, but that's what you would do. Since I show you how to mix the ingredients, now I'll show you how to bake it. Now you need your baking pan, and you need your cheesecake pan. You're going to put that in there, right on top. And what you're going to do is you're going to take boiling hot water, stick it in the pan, and make it about 1 inch high on your cheesecake pan. So traditional cheesecake bake in a springform pan in a water bath to ensure even baking and to prevent the filling from sinking. That was said by M. Goodson from Sweet Finish. So that is what the water bath is. You put the hot water in here. Once you are done with that, you will put it in the oven at 375 for about an hour and a half to an hour and 45 minutes. And it should come out in a wobbly consistency. So it shouldn't be liquidy. So if you move the pan around, it'll wobble a little like Jello. Once you're done with that, let it cool for a little bit and then stick it in your fridge for at least 8 hours. You have to do it for at least 8 hours because then it gives it the nice cheesecake consistency that you're looking for. So it'll come out looking like this. So I have the cheesecake here. So you can't really like tell right now, but if I squish my finger into it, which I'm not going to do, you can tell that it's not completely firm and it still has that cheesecake-like texture. So today I've showed you how to make a gourmet dessert to bring to a dinner. You learned how to gather your materials, prep yourself. You learned how to mix the right ingredients together. And lastly, you learned how to bake it. I hope one day that you guys are able to try this, and thank you for watching.